why I'm proud. Proud. Proud to be here today. Proud to be able to have my say. Proud. Proud. Proud to be born. Proud to be black. Proud to be loosened from their wrap. Proud of you. Proud for me. Proud for all my eyes can see. I am no man's chattel. I am not like farmyard cattle, but I'm proud to be free from their shackles. Hands though weak, I held on to that trail. I followed the music, the most sweetest trail. That bravest of women, Harriet, an engineer of freedom, a passenger on a silent chariot. Freedom! The ultimate price to pay. That's why I'm proud to be here today. Proud of Cagano, proud of Zulu and Nzina, proud of William, proud for all who freed our children. Proud to see the sun rise when I wish. Proud to marry with my bride kiss. Proud in the day, proud in the night, proud for all who kept up the fight. Proud for Mary Prince, so brave, that former slave. Proud of Panama, though without a vote, their heart was pure. Thomas Clarkson, Ignatius Sancho, Bravo Shaw, Elado, Equiano. Let us not forget the victory with James Somerset. Proud what it means to me. P-R-O-U and the D. People redeemed out of ungodly degradation. P-R-O-U-D. You should be proud.
Welcome everyone to Slavery Remembrance Day here at the International Slavery Museum, now in its 17th year. Our thanks need to go out to members of Dorothy Cooley's family for leading the Walk of Remembrance this year, to Katumba for providing fabulous drumming during the walk, for the support of Crawford House and the Anthony Walker Foundation, to the River Niger Orchestra for providing the libation ceremony drumming today, and of course to yourselves for joining us here on this important day. Now, just before we begin, I need to go through a few housekeeping bits and pieces. In case of fire evacuation, there are fire exits located at both the
I've had a revelation. I want to start a revolution. Free our minds of enslavement. Pave the way, for the way is only what we can make it. See, we all bleed the same blood. This is what freedom is made of. See, we all bleed the same blood. This is what freedom is made of. I can't even pretend to crack a smile anymore. I pretend to sleep and hope to dream. Take me away to a place, cause I believe that there's gotta be a better way. A place where you and I is we, cause every great dream begins with a dreamer. Cause every great dream begins with a dreamer.
Truth, place your feet on the ground. Let God, He is your creator. Lift up your spirit to a beautiful sound. That all the glory of God's creation was created with your beauty in mind. Don't you let the devils of ignorance bring you down, for there's a brave future and it's part of your design. For it was said by the great one that for every great dream begins with a dream that you see. Though the road may be full of obstacles, at the end there's a sound of liberty. So keep your head up and keep your heart open. Keep on reaching to the stars. But believe me, I know there's a long way to go, but freedom ultimately shall be ours. And there's such a long way to go. And there's such a long way to go. For it was said by the great one that for every great dream begins with a dream that you see. Though the road may be full of obstacles, at the end there's a sound of liberty. So keep your head up and keep your heart open. Keep on reaching for the stars, cause believe me, I know there's a long way to go, but freedom ultimately shall be ours. And there's such a long way to go. And there's such a long way to go.
I want to start a revolution, but a revolution of the mind, if that's alright. I want to attack a mindset that we should have left back in 1833 when we abolished this thing. I don't know if you've heard of it. I think it's called slavery. It's quite funny actually, because we lost our minds a little bit under some deluded impression that because of the pigmentation in one's skin, some people have thought that we were different from within. And because I have a darker skin, I have a darker sin. And here's the darkest thing, they would rape our queens and chain our kings. Treat us like uncivilized beasts, like our first wasn't good enough for your degree, but I want to start a revolution. A revolution of the mind, if that's alright. I want to attack a mindset that we should have left back in 1833. See, we abolished this thing, I don't know if you've heard of it, it's called slavery. See, we treat our queens like meat and bark at them like uncivilized beasts. We slander their names as a claim to fame and still rock chains like nothing's even changed. But the bigger the better, because it really shows how much we've aged. But I want to start a revolution, and a revolution of the mind, if that's alright. I want to attack a mindset that we should have left back in 1833 when we abolished this thing called slavery. See, there's a mindset that if taken out of context can spark a light of interest. This is the mindset of silence. I will not speak out just in case I stand out of the crowd. And I can see the pain that you're in, but I will not get involved because it doesn't directly affect me. It doesn't directly distress me, and no, it's fine. I wouldn't mind if you ignored it when it happens to me. Are you certain to me? Or if you look at me in a certain way, I must stick my chest out because pride is so damn heartless. I would kill my own brother if it's not a sign of weakness. Yes, this is spoken word, but still I'm left speechless. Look, I want to start a revolution. But a revolution of the mind, if that's alright. I want to attack a mindset that we should have left back in 1833 when we abolished this thing. I don't know if you've heard of it, it's called slavery. See, I want to run without being chased. I want to feel the wind in my hair and the breeze through my face. I want to exercise rights like there's a palm in my hand. Do you understand? If you look into my eyes, I can show you that I'm no less of a man. And I say this to myself more than anyone else, but I will take no less of a stand because I owe this to my ancestors. My heart bleeds for all the unanswered questions. And though I am unarmed, this sentence is my weapon of warfare. Because this time I am starting a revolution. A revolution of the mind. I'm attacking a mindset that we should have left back in 1833 when we abolished slavery. I can feel the fire in my soul like a third degree. And I hope to light this torch. I will no longer concede to the way things are, the way things have been, so this is my revolution. The revolution of our mind. I said, this is my revolution. The revolution of our mind.
No matter where any of us came from, no matter what color skin we are made of, we all be the same blood. We all be the same blood. No matter what names they can make up, no matter what situation we came from, we're all from the same club. Oh no, 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 we're all from the same club. So don't you believe any of the things they say, because you are amazing in your own beautiful way. We're all the same in one way or another. The color of our skin shouldn't bother you. Oh no, no, no matter how stand up and voice who we are. Let's talk about freedom. Oh, let's talk about freedom. No matter what land we all came from, we should all come together and learn like we all want. Let's talk about freedom. Oh, let's teach our generation. It starts a revelation. Turns into revolution. Don't you believe any of the things they say, because you are amazing in your own beautiful way. start to revelation, turns into revolution. It starts a revelation, turns into revolution. It starts a revelation, turns into revolution. It starts a revelation. Let's teach our generation.
Having strange dreams lately, like something's been cooking unnoticed, sorta like a brand new electricity burning up in me. From Jordan to Spain to Mauritius, from Cairo to the depths of Alaska, from the holy city to the burning lights in Vegas, we all know something. But to know that the change is within us, and all the pain lies directly between us, while the veins all pumping the same blood to the same heart.
Oh, there's something kind of special, there's something quite magnificent that's changing the air. Oh, a prophet in the slums again. Oh, I know we can do better. We simply must do better. Let's crucify the truth again. There's plenty false idols between us. Oh, what new products he's selling? What secret is she telling? No, man, I wanna be in the know. Welcome to this society where everybody sits impatiently, just waiting for the next great death so we can share like retweet. From the protests in America to the frustration in the UK, the resistance way out in India, change is coming, I know I can feel it. Oh, there's something kind of special, there's something quite magnificent that's changing the air. Oh, a brand new way of living. God, the preacher, there's a prophet in the slums again. Oh, I know we can do better. We simply must do better. Let's crucify the truth again. Oh, 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 oh. Freedom, freedom, I can't move. Freedom, cut me loose. Yeah. Freedom, freedom, where are you? 'Cause I need freedom too. Yeah. Freedom, freedom, I can't move. Freedom, cut me loose. Yeah. Freedom, freedom, where are you? 'Cause I need freedom too. I break chains all by myself. Won't let my freedom run in there. I'ma keep running 'cause the winner don't quit on themselves. I'ma keep running 'cause the winner don't quit on themselves. And we're singing freedom, freedom, I can't move. Freedom, cut me loose. Freedom, freedom, where are you? 'Cause I need freedom too.
I break chains all by myself, won't let my freedom run in hell.
ourselves. I'ma keep running, cause the winner don't quit on themselves. I'ma keep running, cause the winner don't quit on, the winner don't quit on, the winner don't quit on themselves.
So fight. Fight. Fight for the freedom we deserve. Break the chains. Change the ways. Because we are the future. We are the revolution. We are the revolution.
So now we move on to the libation ceremony led by Chief Angus, accompanied by the River Niger Orchestra. It will begin inside this building and then we will proceed outside. The libation ceremony to mark Slavery Remembrance Day is a traditional act of reflection and tribute to ancestors of African and Caribbean heritage. We will also be handing out small pieces of cola nuts. Cola nuts are a symbol of wealth in West Africa where they grow naturally. They are used in ceremonies and as a symbolic gift to welcome visitors to villages and houses. The cutting up of the nuts is the most important part of the ceremony, and the more pieces the nuts are cut into, the more prosperous everybody becomes. So please do not be alarmed if you only get a tiny piece. Just so you are aware, we do have to advise that the cola nuts are not to be eaten today, mainly because they are very high in caffeine and could potentially cause an allergic reaction. If you need any more information about that, please don't hesitate to ask our members of staff, who will be handing out the cola nuts later on. So please join me in giving a very, very warm Liverpool welcome to Chief Angus.
Thank you for that warm introduction. Good afternoon, everybody. It's a beautiful day, and our ancestors have made it beautiful. I'm delighted to welcome you all to this special occasion. Special welcome to Louis Salmon, Riverside Member of Parliament, Councillor Delmira, former Lord Mayor of Liverpool, Dr. David Fleming, the Director of Liverpool Museums, Councillor Nathalie Nicholas, Councillor Anna Rodari, and every one of you here who are important. Thank you for coming. I also welcome some of my own chiefs and elders who have come here to join us in this celebration today. Some have come from Manchester, Birmingham, even London. I welcome you all, and also have to invite some of our elders to join me on this podium. I am delighted to invite Chief Bureau to come and join me, ladies and gentlemen. We've got some of our elders over there. Unfortunately, I don't know your names, but I
the president of Nigerians in Manchester, Mr. Ade. We've got guests from South Africa, all the way from South Africa. It's quite, we're really pleased they're here. Could you please stand and let us recognize you, please? It's my pleasure also to recognize, we've got some in African tradition, this is performed by men anyway, it's not that there is some quality issues there, but we have some traditional chiefs as well, women, but I will have to recognize them. We have Dr. Chief Ade Ogenobi. Dr. Ogenobi, Chief Ogenobi. Welcome everybody again. Well, migration is key to these days, today's celebration. It is a ceremony of African tradition, as has been explained, and it is significant to call attention on occasion like this. It offers us the opportunity to remember and reflect on one of the greatest human tragedies, which is often overlooked. Most of all, it is a solemn, symbolic ceremony for connecting us spiritually with our enslaved ancestors as we reflect on their sufferings and celebrate their bravery to resist enslavement and fight for their freedom. We begin by welcoming everybody again, but this time in the typical African traditional method of providing colonels. Colonels have been with us for thousands of years. He was there before even our enslaved brothers and sisters were born. So it fits the occasion, which I'm sure it will not be strange to them to use it to welcome you all in the African tradition. If you are my guest and I don't present you with colonels, and I invite you to my house, I would really be very suspicious. I'm just watching my back. So, colonel means that I welcome you to the house. Whatever discussion we're going to have will bring peace and harmony. So offering kolanut on this occasion is a symbol of peace and harmony. And for all the diverse communities taking part in this program today, it is an opportunity also to celebrate the harmony that exists between our diverse communities. Thank you very much. now my privilege to break the coconut. I've got some, Mr. Jamal, yeah. Have you got? Sorry. What will happen, I've got some that will be blessed. I will represent the chiefs. I will also allow all the other elders and chiefs here to recognize it. And then I will ask one of the chiefs to bless it. To bless it in not in the English language, but in the language he to understands and the color not understands. And that's we have a saying in the Igbo language, actually this is called Igbo colonel. And incidentally, we've got an Igbo compound here. And the story about Igbos is really something that is very enchanting. The Igbos who were enslaved from the part of Biafra were taken to Haiti. And they were the people actually who started the liberation fight. But some of them also went to Virginia. So we have the Igbo compound here in Liverpool, and there is also one in Virginia in America. So can we then use the colonels to talk here? Since thank you very much. Chief, what's your name?
Good afternoon, my elders. Good afternoon, the chiefs. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. No, in accordance with the tradition, I'm not going to speak English when I do the evaluation. I'm going to speak Yoruba. I'm from Ife, the city of culture and tradition in Nigeria. So listen to me. Thank you very much. Mo kí gbogbo ilé o, mo kí ẹ̀yin ìyá, mo kí ẹ̀yin bàbá, mo kí ẹ̀yin ọ̀rẹ́ àti ojúlùmọ̀. Ní agbára àwọn ìṣẹ̀dálẹ̀, ní agbára àwọn bàbá wa ní ayé àtijọ́, ní agbára àwọn ìyá wa ní ayé àtijọ́, tí wọ́n kó ní ẹrú wá sílùú òyìnbó. Ọjọ́ ìdílé ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ẹ̀kún, ọjọ́ ìdìbò inú wa dùn. Nígbà tí ẹ wà nípò, a wà láyé, a wà láàyè láti lè rántí wọn. Ọpẹ́ ńlá ni fún Elédùmarè. Ẹ bá mi yin Ọlọ́run lógo, ẹ pàtẹ́wọ́. For our parents, for our ancestors, God bless you, God bless Africa, God bless Black race. I am proud of them alive. Thank you. God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, and people in general, that was Asia Hatego from the center. During the past, that life governance and professional wisdom in African language. It's agreed that governance will not speak English or foreign language. Chineke onye kere ụwa onye kere ụwa kere ya niile anyị kelere ala Igbo, anyị kelere Naịjirịa, anyị kelere Liverpool, kelee Britain, anyị na-arị ụmụnne anyị na ụmụnne anyị ndị ere n'obi si ha ewe iwe. Ihe anyị na-emewe ebe anyị si na-ewe iwe
Thank you, Chief Widow. I will now hand some of the coconuts, first of all, to Louis Simon, Member of Parliament. I will give you one, and I will bring it over to you. And when you go to the House of Parliament, just head and this was given to you at the libation and the Liverpool libation. Thank you. And that's what we usually do. When you visit somebody, you give a coconut, you take it home, and it is an evidence that you actually paid a visit. So I'm going to give you one. Now, the coconut has been blessed. It's going to be broken up and shared out to everybody. If you like, you eat it. If you don't like, eat it. But everybody will be given one piece, and it's a symbol of peace and harmony. That's really what it is. Thank you. As was said during the, yes please, can you take that around there? I'm delighted to welcome Paul Collingham. Paul Collingham from the St. Dennis's project. I think some of you have heard about that. Paul, welcome from London, all the way from London. It's nice to meet you here in Liverpool. Thank you. Today is the 70th anniversary of the Slavery Remembrance ceremony in our city. The first celebration was in 1999. When the late Member of Parliament, Benny Grant, unveiled a plaque where the slave ships used to dock and be repaired. After a while, that plaque was missing because there was some building work going on in the area. I'm delighted to say that the plaque has now been reinstated, and we're grateful to living there. Since 1991, our city has continued to celebrate this occasion because the slave trade is an important part of our city's heritage. Unfortunately, up to now, a large number of people in the city are not connected with the history of the slave trade. This is sad. Even though the legacies of slave trade are there for us to see, it is the slave trade that made our city what it is today. Slave labor was seen as the human power that fueled the new industrial system, not only in Britain, but in the whole of Europe. That made Britain what it is today, and that also made Europe what it is. But it also changed Africa permanently, politically, economically, and socially. So it is important on this occasion today to use today's celebration to really think our history. And as the United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon put it, by honoring the victims of the transatlantic slave trade, we're helping to ensure that these crimes can never be repeated. But I'm still sure these crimes are still being repeated. Even though not as institutionalized as the slave trade. Because the slave trade had the approval of governments, of leaders, of those who make decisions that affect us. And because of the intensity and because of the horrendous nature of slave trade, and because of the impact it makes and the legacy, it is something that we must remember so that we don't repeat it again. Now, at this juncture, most of us are unaware that slavery is still continuing around us. And they are happening in different forms. Child labor, human trafficking, bonded labor. In Britain today, there have been cases where illegal immigrants are trapped with violence and intimidation. And made to work without pay. They are unable to live because they have no beggars. Human trafficking is now one of the largest global crimes all over the world. And it's estimated it's yielding criminals in the region of about $41 billion a year. So who are those affected? These are vulnerable people fleeing persecution, vulnerable people fleeing from poverty and being trapped by human traffickers, promising them better quality of life in the West. We cannot change what happened during the 400 years of slavery. But we can change what is happening now. So the question for our leaders and policy makers is, how can we use the legacy of slave trade for good? It's a disturbing news, a disturbing story published just on the 18th of August by the BBC Watchdog. And it says, ethnic minorities face entrenched racial inequality. This was on the 18th of August. Black and ethnic minority people in Britain still face entrenched racial inequality in many areas, including education and health. The watchdog warns. But the review by the Equality Human Rights Commission, which also looked at employment, housing, health, and criminal justice system, found an alarming picture. David Isaacs, the Commission's chairman, said the report reveals a very worrying combination of poor Brexit, rising hate crime, and long-term systematic unfairness and race inequality. We must redouble our efforts to tackle race inequality urgently, or risk the divisions in our society growing and racial tensions increasing, he warned. He underlines how entrenched and far-reaching race equality remains. For example, Black people in England are more than 3 times more likely to be a victim of homicide than those who are white. Unemployment rates were significantly higher for ethnic minorities. Black workers with degrees earn 23.1% less on average than white employees with the same qualifications. Ethnic minority people were more likely to live in poverty than white people. Ethnic minorities are still hugely underrepresented in positions of power, such as judges and police chiefs. But then he went on, poorer foreign white communities also face continuing disadvantage, the report added. It is worrying. And when this report was commissioned, I presume it's after the Great Exit. Issue. And it is really worrying for everybody. But this is an opportunity for us to address the issue. We're using this platform because the main reason why Black Africans were subjected to the inhuman treatment and it's just because of their race. They were treated like chattels, possessions, and the legacy of that is still around us today. Things have improved, obviously, but there is still a lot for us to do. So we will, from here now, move on to perform the libation and the invocation, to remember ancestors who went through also something that really can be imagined. They survived it, some of them survived it. But the legacy of what happened still lives with us today. So we will spiritually connect with them and ask for forgiveness. And also to plead to those in position of power and authority to not see that what happened 4 centuries ago do not repeat themselves. On this note, I will invite the drummers to lead us out to decide where we will perform the libation. Thank you.